Hello folks, I'm the Red. This is Dead Pets. And last we left off, we had a... Honestly, I don't really want to call it an intense scene because it was kind of downplayed a lot. But, it was a scene worthy of a content warning. So, if you missed it, go back and check that out. I'm not going to cover it here. I'm going to move forward, and I re-recorded my outro for it because I didn't want to comment too much until I saw what was coming up here. So I'm not going to comment here either until we at least pass through one more episode. Hi, reality. Can I please escape? What? His smell, his lips. Every time I close my eyes, I... Erase it, mind. Erase. It was just a kiss. It was just a... Is that supposed to be her teeth? Oh no. What would Freud say? Gums hurt. Bad. Fuck. Why am I incapable of taking care of myself? I'm 30, an adult. What did I do? How do you know when you have cavities? Oh, good morning to you too. Go to the dentist? What if I don't have a dentist? Find one? You need to go regularly or... Aren't they all super freaky? Obsessed with flossing and pink gums? Oh, and what counts as regularly? You are 30 years old. I think you can work it out. Wow. Feeling a little bit dry today, too. I have a shift at work today. I don't know if I can handle that right now. Maybe I should call in sick? No, we could use the money. I think I just need to have a normal day. Sitting at home doing nothing won't make me feel better. What outfit says I'm an adult who regularly goes to the dentist? So we can go to a record store. Looks like we can go to a couple of places today. Is this it? Did you find the Jewel Oppression vinyl? Sounds super weird. Are they playing on glasses? It's absolutely horrid. It's not them. I was scammed, like an amateur. But you know everything about everything. Apparently I flushed my wisdom down the gutter. The market is flooded with fake vinyls. Everything I do seems a little bit pointless. A record store without any good records, huh? You have nothing but great records, Aiden? I think I'll close the shop for today. Gordy, I can't stop thinking about the gig. The gig. Oh, yeah, that was something else. Should I be embarrassed about what happened? Whatever, I had the best time. Thank Dale for everything. Dale. I'm really so happy you pushed us into performing again. Did I say something wrong? What? No, it's just my stupid teeth hurting. My uncle lost all his teeth at the age of 32. Your uncle sounds like a very sexy man. It's very fashionable to not have any teeth. Very fashionable. Wow, you look as bad as I feel. It's been a long week. Mothers, cults, money, all that jazz. We should make a zine out of our miseries. A zine? A self-published comic, magazine-y thing? My favorites are all about bringing down the patriarchy. Ha, so utopian fantasies. You can call yours the cult of the archdemon of hell. Free therapy, Kells. Sure, Grandma. Why do you look like you're in pain? Kella is a good friend, and Gordy could do with that right now. Yeah, open up to Cal. Sure. It's, secrets. My mouth is full of secrets. Oh, was that a no? Make yourself a hot dog. You know what? No condiments today. If you've got tooth pain, maybe it'll be best for you to just stick with something nice and easy. Walking right past the retirer. You're hiding your mouth? I'm just a shy little violet. The customer is like a big teethy smile. So take down your hand and... take the hand back up. All about teeth today. You've never suffered severe tooth pain. It sucks. I'm getting dizzy. Go to a dentist? Don't come back. Surely it'll be fine by tomorrow, right? Go now. The dentist. Gordy. Teeth. Oh, hey Red. Hey Pig. I lost some of mine when I was 45. Complex experience. I learned something. Hey, I'm not gonna lose mine. Everyone loses teeth eventually. Why are we even talking about this? There she is. Oh, Dale's here. Great. Why didn't you tell us he's our manager now? Because he kissed me without my consent? Because I never want to see him again? Because I didn't know what to do? Well, I thought we should all talk about it first. As I'm in fact a huge fan of democracy. Democracy rocks. We trust your judgment. Very excited to be working with you all. Now let me hear dead pets at their best. Okay, I think I did well enough there. Definitely could have been better, but I mean, I'm staying at 4 stars. I'm not fully sold on this song. I was thinking, isn't it a manager's job to manage the business side? Feisty. Guess I'll tell you the good news now then. You're familiar with the Obscene Oracle Festival, I presume. It's the only punk music festival. We go every year. Well, you'll be attending again this year as performers. You're joking, right? Dale, you're officially my favorite demon on Ether. I saw Rusty Triangle there when I was 16. It changed my life. Gordy, you're unusually quiet. The teeth again? It's just, I don't know if... This is what we've been working towards. Yeah, nice work, Dale. Awesome sauce. Nice work, Dale. I'm really not sure what to make out of this so far. Hi, reality. Again. Damn. I can succumb to eternal despair, or I could just go to the dentist, Gordy. Easy, yeah, just go. Well, I mean, we know Ether isn't based on America if you can just go to the dentist. Not so easy here. Time to deal with the consequences of a horrific yet fun lifestyle. And not going to the dentist for 10 years. Great job, No Teeth Gordy. You're the best. Has this always been here? Miss Dentist? My mouth? Bad? Please make it good again? Come here. Let's have a little look-see. Goodness, is that leftover void soup in there? It's eroded half a molar. Now, the problem started recently? Nah. How's your mother, Gordy? Who? Shh. I was once a species of demon covered in teeth. More wisdom teeth did not do them any favors. So much blood. Haven't seen this bad in years. Gums are actually mirrors of the soul, did you know? Is the tooth fairy paying, or will it be cash or credit? Handle like a true adult. For this pain, you're killing me slowly. It's an important procedure. It's for the best. You enjoy this? All the while my teeth are clearly giving up on me. I'm even giving up on me. Mirrors of the soul. What you mean? My gums? Where do I go from here? I wonder if Kella is still at work. I declare, Kella, listen. A declaration. It's time to make a zine. I am ready now. I heard you yesterday. It will be about rotten teeth and angry feminist stuff. Beans. I have nothing but material. Hey, you're drooling on my shop. Wanna join? I don't have time. My mother is a leech. I'll buy you your favorite sandwich from Lawas. Okay, I'll think about it. There's a interesting factor that I think could be made a little more apparent. There's just a hint of nervousness I get walking by the retirer based on the fact that we, you know, the whole scene, the description of the scene, that's, I think could be made more front and center. That could be made deliberate rather than just one of those things that, you know, I'm personally feeling and able to communicate because, you know, it's the thing that is expected of such a incident. Anyways, I guess we're going to see our parents to cover our debt. Sweetheart, here to help with the... Nope, not at all. No helping. I was thinking, do teeth problems run in our family? Teeth. It reminds me of my old uncle Flemis. He had so many missing teeth, he would whistle when he talked. Strange man. Is that common for our family? Common? Absolutely not. He got into a fight with a monkey demon. A monkey took his teeth? Not the weirdest thing that happened to him, either. Are you having teeth problems, dear? Can we help? I mean, yeah, we're gonna borrow money from the parents. Use your support network. We're not gonna borrow any we're not gonna borrow money from the parents because I am mashing next and nothing's happening. Okay. Well, I'll be back. So, we're going to try not borrowing money from the parents. Teeth problems? Me? Nah. Nothing wrong with these pearly whites. Okay, Gordy. Let us know if you need anything. I'm hoping that this weird inability to... Because that's both the choices that were bugged for us were the ability to take money from the parents. I'm hoping that's not pushing us down some route of like, hey, now we're utterly broken, everything's gonna collapse because we're too deep in debt. All things I want to say, a blur. Gordy is such a honest demon, others say. Huh. Look at me now. Where did the words go? Yeah, we can answer Dale's... I mean, here's the thing. I'm making the choice based on the stat... Okay, I have to actually hit the button. That's such an annoying note. I'm making that choice based on the stats rather than what I would want to do, which is funny because it was like... Gordy, morning, sweetheart. I'm speaking with the festival organizers today. I wanted to let you know that I'm confirming dead pets are in. Oh, great. That's super great. We'll need to chat about the set list ASAP. Gotta run. We'll chat soon. Dear Dale, you crossed a line. Never speak to me again. Dear Dead Pets, we need a new manager. Turns out the current one doesn't have boundaries. But he got us into the Obscene Oracle Festival. And now we owe him our lives, and teeth. And everything in between. Hey, Logoless, I need a favor. I'm well, thanks for asking. Do you still have some magazines lying around? I've been thinking about zines. Creating again, huh? You only used to do that when... So, is that a yes or no? Fine, I'll be at the print shop this afternoon. Maybe we go for some kombucha afterwards? Isn't kombucha kind of last season? You know, I'm not a picky eater. I enjoy a lot of different flavors. Plant comes to life. Gordy comes to life. I enjoy a lot of different flavors. Kombucha is one of the few things I've, like, drank that was just like, oh no, this is just disgusting. I don't know why. Hey, Kella. Meet me at the copy shop today. It's zine time, baby. Why do I hang out with you? Gordy, here are the magazines you wanted. How you doing? You sounded a little off earlier. Well, I had my first dentist appointment in 10 years, so I'm doing great. Wow. Remember that time a frozen pizza broke your tooth? You were so miserable, blood all over the place? I took good care of myself. Always did, always will. Oh, I needed that. Kella, zine time. I think we both need this. So much has been going on with your mother and my... I really don't want to talk or even think about her anymore. That's a perfect zine attitude. Anger and bitterness. Okay. I'm gonna go with Demon Tooth here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Demon Tooth on the exterior and the other as just the interior story. What's your zine about? A future without mothers. A cold world, but a better world. Dark, I love it. Mine is a reminder to myself. I can deal with shit. Like creepy industry dudes who think they know best. So Dale? What? Why would you say him? Did he... Demons always whisper about him. And he's working with you now. How? Yeah, he's helping us, you know? Enough about Dale. Any news about your mom? She's asking me for money again. Apparently their leader, Ostjan, needs funding for a trip. I don't know how to get through to her that it's a scam, and I can barely make ends meet as it is. We don't have the money to lend. So you going through that, Kella? Yeah, me too. Welcome to Devil in the Details Copy Center. For all your paper, printing, and putrid needs, make yourself at home. Right. Gordo, obscene oracle. This is literally our dream come true. Dale is such a legend. Is he though? Since when did you turn into Jay? You're the peanut butter on the jelly of under the jelly of dead pets. Peanut butter without sugar or peanuts. Nothing butter. Whoa, the sadness. Make it stop. Howdy, Gordy. Hey Liz, can I leave some zines here? More dead pets promotions, huh? Gordy promotions. Reminds me of when I ran an underground newspaper to help stop tentacle poaching. Go for it, Gordy. I'm always rooting for you. Wait, tell me more about the tentacle activism? She married a tentacle? It was another life, dear. Honestly, this chapter so far has felt a tiny bit aimless. Like, I was talking... Well, I wasn't actually. In my first draft of my outro of the last video, one of the things I was praising, one of the things I was like nodding along with and saying, yeah, no, this is good, is, you know, a realism, a groundedness. And I guess that's true here, that, you know, this is not becoming the all-consuming, like the assault scene's not becoming the all-consuming thing of the entire story, and now the entire story has to revolve around that. It's very much, yeah, no, I'm just doing sort of continuing living life. And I like that, but it's also feeling just a tiny bit aimless. I don't know. The longest week of my tiny little life. My mouth is feeling a little better, at least. Who would have thought the dentist's help? Your printing job is ready for pickup. Please collect from Devil in the Details Copy Center within 24 hours. Failure to do so will result in incineration. Zines that will change everything. Zines that will say the words I can't. Art is so powerful. Why don't I make more? Gordy, fancy seeing you here. Nothing fancy about this place if you ask me. What are you doing here? My job needed some work files copied. Creepy, running errands for your job? Yikes. We've been over this, Gordy. Some of us can't get drunk with you and a schmarmy manager on a school night. He's a bit, isn't he? Yeah, but the festival sounds alright though. This is Devil in the Details Coffee Center. What's up? I'm here to collect my zines. Cool, here you go. Why do they look... Looks fine to me. If something goes wrong, I can't sell these. Oh. I guess he asked what do we want him to do about it? Your job? Literally do your job and fix it? We're all slaves to capitalism. Ugh. We're too broke to pay for the zines. I'm not paying for this. They're literally trash. Paper trash. And I've seen a lot of horrible shit. Growl remembers bad customers. Who on ether is Growl? You'll find out soon enough. Well, let's move back onto the studio. Gentlemen. Huh, can't be talking to us. I have a favor to ask. Can I put up some of my zines in the studio? We've got enough flyers and shit around here, kid. Zines, magazines, the written word and its power. It's kind of a manifesto for me. Political, important stuff. Politics is pollution of the mind. New energies are needed, yes. Oh, mate, you can't give in to her so easily. Gordy? She's right here. She's nice, though. Her mouth is full of disaster. Not anymore, I went to the dentist. Are these the zines you made? Why do they look so trashy? Long story. Oh, you're writing again? That's so lovely, Gords. Red said I could leave some around. Intense stuff, huh? I just had some stuff I wanted to get off my chest. Why are feminists always so serious? Yeah, we're gonna ignore his comment. Come on, Brian. Why can't we just have a laugh? Haha, satisfying for you? Let's just practice. That was pretty poor. Still 4 stars, but a poorer 4 stars. Dead pets have had a busy week, so I wanted to check in with each other. Are we actually doing this? Giving up on everything? What? No, having Dale as a manager. Performing at the Obscene Oracle Festival? Guys, I don't know. I vote yes. 1,000% yes. This is a pretty big deal. We have to commit if we want to do this. It would be a dream to perform on a stage like that. After all, you wanted us to have one last shot. Fuck, I can't ruin this for us. So I guess we're doing this. This is gonna be the bomb. Oh, that could have gone better. I need to take my mind off things. Gotta find Kella. How was band practice? Well, we officially have a new manager who's getting us into Obscene Oracle Festival. Wow, that's huge. It's Dale. I still think he's a little gross. Yeah. So, after the concert the other night, I can't tell Kella what happened. I didn't know how to explain it. Dale and I kinda hung out. Wait, really? Thought you had better standards than that. We're both pretty drunk after gig adrenaline. You know how it is. I really don't. Sleeping with your manager can be messy. Nah, it wasn't like that. Nothing serious. That'll happen again. I still left pretty early. The band always comes first. Good. Literally anyone else would be better. Just be careful, okay? I'm a grown woman. Gordy, hey. I spoke to Brian. I'm excited to officially be your manager. Great things are in store. Gigs like this are rare. And what about what happened after the last gig? A kiss? It's a problem now? I just followed your vibe, Gordy. I was drunk. I don't really... Wait, we're all adults here, aren't we? I mean, yeah, but... Dead pets are gonna be fantastic. Don't worry. End of episode 3. Beginning of episode 4. Okay. We're gonna put a break here, and I'm gonna voice the thing that's been bothering me. which is very specifically that when the assault scene happened, Dale was drunk to begin with, and Gordy was sober. Yes, Gordy got drunk in the scene, and like after that's when the apparently it's just a kiss. It was just a kiss. Like it doesn't sound like anything else happened. But like the assuming that's, what the case is, it was literally just a kiss. It was Gordy as a sober person going in to hang around Dale while he was drunk. That's the instigating point. And yes, she got drunk and then there was the kiss. But like she joined him while he was drunk. And like I it's I'm having a little bit of a problem with the way this game is portraying it. I'm not even really that. It's it it's just it feels very much like it it feels like there wasn't Dale did not go in with the idea of taking advantage of Gordy. There was never any intent. It very much feels like Dale never had any intention of taking advantage of Gordy. Like that was never what he was going for. Yes, he was drunk and he kissed her, and perhaps it was unwanted, but it feels like I'm having a lot of trouble with what we have seen calling that an assault. And maybe there's going to be more. And the last scene here where she's talking to, what was her friend's name? Kale. Um I'm not quite sure what to read into that. Because there's two ways I'm seeing of reading this, which is one, she's she's describing it to him. We're getting the scenes of like what happened or what she remembers, and then she's describing it to him. And I don't know whether or not she's supposed to be lying about what she felt and saw, or whether she's there's an aspect of memories that a lot of people don't think about actively, or they don't think about within themselves actively, although it's fairly well known, is that memories are very fallible. And moreover, the more you address a memory, the more you think about the memory, the more you're actually shifting what the actual memory was from uh, remembering the details of what happened to adding emotional layers to it and recontextualizing it. And I'm not sure if that's what we're supposed to have been reading into that scene. In any case, um, if you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. I'm really wondering where this is going, because I perhaps part of my problem is I very much grew up in an environment where content warnings were looked down upon. And that was something that sort of, as I was growing up, it's pushed into my mind, was that content warnings are a negative thing. And I don't believe that. Don't get me wrong. I disagree with that fundamentally now. but I'm still primed to go. Well, I see a content warning, so I'm expecting the thing to be uh viscous. I'm expecting some kind of visceral feeling, some kind of, oh, this is a deeply unsettling thing. And I didn't get that from that scene. Like I got like, oh, this is a miscommunications, maybe a crossing of a boundary, but this was not this was not a hard R rape. And that's sort of what I was kind of expecting to have implications of. And instead I got this, he kissed her when she was drunk and when he was drunk. Let's be clear about that. They were both wasted. Um Him, I'm not quite certain on, because you get the image of him leaving, and that maybe trying to imply that he was less drunk than she was. But you also have him being the one that was initially drunk at the start of the scene, and she's initiating the engagement with him, becoming drunk with him. Uh, and I don't remember whether or not she was. I mean, the context of what she said was sounded like she was pushing him to drink more, drink along with her, like her drinking along with him to get him more drunk while she was getting drunk. So I'm inclined to believe from the context of what I remember, and I haven't gone back and looked at the scene, but I'm inclined to believe that he was as drunk as she was. Neither of them were particularly more sober. I'm seeing implications that can go either which way. One of them was the more sober one. I could see the argument going either which way. So it's like, I guess when I'm saying, I like things that are really grounded in reality, that are really, because that's a real, like, he said she said moment of, well, what really happened? No one else there witnessed things. Uh So who's to know what genuinely happened? And it's not a matter of like, well, who do we believe? Because neither of them's bringing this out as an accusation. Or, well, I guess it would be her bringing an accusation against him. She's not accusing him to anyone in particular. She's downplaying her emotions. So she's not saying it to anyone. So there's no moment of like someone disbelieving her to believe the guy. Anyways, I just don't know what to think of this scene yet. I'm waiting for a resolution, and the sad thing is the way this game's going with this sort of downplayed, very realistic, very much her next thought when she wakes up sober has nothing to do with the assault, and is instead her tooth pain. That sort of level of deeply ingrained realism, very much like, down to earth reality of this is what happens in real life. I don't think we're going to get a solid resolution either which way. Maybe, I don't know, but I can't, like, part of me is like, it feels uncomfortable, but the more I talk about it, it feels uncomfortable in such a viscerally real way. And I mean real as in real to genuine real life experiences of people who have sexual encounters that they later regret, that, like, at what point did the regret stop? Did you voice it to the person you were having a sexual relationship with, a sexual encounter with in the time period? You were both drunk. Who, like, were either of you sober enough to be of sound mind and go, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this? And if you were both drunk, who's at fault? um were you in such a messy real way that I just it feels uncomfortable, but the more I'm sitting, the more I'm talking about it, it feels uncomfortable in a way that real punk shit should make you uncomfortable. Because like there's a lot of punk stuff out there that's punk on the surface. It's I talked about SLC punk the movie where the guy sort of at the end of the movie he's like, yeah, no, I was a poser all along. I was never really part of the fucking scene. I was college educated, going on to Harvard after all of this shit happened, where my friend OD'd on some, what was it, Percocet mixed with alcohol. And it wasn't even like a fucking heroin overdose or anything like this, or some real hard shit. And I think that was a friend that was like doing hard drugs too. It was just like you mix the wrong things, which is, how a lot of ODs happen. A lot of real life ODs like it's. I think that's statistically more common than hard drug overdoses. Just because it's easier to get your hands on that shit and use it wrong. And so it's like this genuine story, both cases I'm talking here, both in Dead Pets and SLC Punk, where it's like this genuine story which loses a lot of people, um because there's a lot of punk shit that's it's punk on the surface, and it says the right things on the surface, but there's no soul to it. There's no real life experience. There's no actuality behind it. When I think good punk, it requires a a depth that is very easy to fail to achieve. In any case, as I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.